administration in its bid to transform Nigeria. The state leadership of the party is also shocked on learning that the speaker, Yakubu Dogara, is a party to the plot to impeach President Muhammadu Buhari.
President Muhammadu Buhari under the All Progressive Congress, our dear party, we will not take it. We will not take it, as I said, we will not take it due to the level of confidence we have on his administration. The
state APC deputy chairman urges the speaker to have a rethink. In Bauchi, Adamu Haruna Adams, NTA News.
The ambition of former Edo State Governor Comrade Adams Oshomole of becoming the next national chairman of the All Progressives Congress has received another boost with the inauguration of his campaign office in Abuja ahead of the national convention. Salihu Abdullahi reports.
President Muhammadu Buhari.
The governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru, inaugurating the Comrade Adams Oshomole campaign office less than 2 weeks to the APC National Convention. And Comrade Oshomole reaffirms his commitment to reposition APC to an idea-driven party that will sustain current government efforts towards a better Nigeria.
So that ahead of the coming primaries and eventually the 2019 elections at both the presidential, National Assembly, state governors and House of Assembly, our party will be well positioned.
Comrade Oshomole says the declaration of June 12 as Democracy Day and the honor done to late MKO Abiola and others who struggled for democracy is well deserved.
For him to acknowledge, Abiola in the manner that he did and conferred on him posthumously a award that is reserved for people who are president, he has settled the question.
Some members of the Oshomole campaign team described the event as timely.
The very day he declared, he said he has not come to fall the old regime, he has come to add value, and we believe him.
What you are seeing is an idea conceived by the people.
The 2018 APC National Convention is scheduled to hold on the 23rd June 2018 in Abuja. Salihu Abdullahi, NTA News.
And as we told you earlier, President Muhammadu Buhari is in Rabat, the Kingdom of Morocco, in honor of the invitation by King Mohammed VI. Our State House correspondent has a film report from there which says that the president arrived Rabat International Airport at about 5:30 Sunday evening local time. On hand to receive him was the King Mohammed VI and other senior Moroccan government officials. President Buhari and King Mohammed are expected to lead the country's delegation for talks on areas of common interest. These include agriculture, especially fertilizer production, education and gas pipeline projects. Discussions will also center on ways of establishing a basic chemical platform towards harnessing Nigeria's vast natural gas resources and support Morocco's diammonium phosphate industry. Moving on now, the challenge of totally relying on foreign expertise by the Nigerian Air Force for maintenance and repairs of platforms for effective discharge of its territorial integrity will soon be a thing of the past. Onyenge Fineface reports that this was evident through the reactivation of 2 fighter helicopters, which was carried out within the country by Air Force engineers through support from its South African technical partners.
The Mi-35P NAF 531 attack gunship helicopter was inducted into the Nigerian Air Force fleet in the year 2000, while the EC-135 helicopter was inducted into the fleet in 2016. The 2 fighter helicopters with the successful lifespan extension reactivation will provide tactical services like air drone insertion and extraction, close air support, surveillance and medical evacuation. To illustrate the airworthiness of the helicopters, functional check flights were carried out to determine the flight readiness of the crafts. Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, on receiving the fighter helicopters, indicated that the in-country reactivation is a new milestone that will boost local helicopter maintenance, while the planes will be deployed to sustain tactical air operations in troubled parts of the country.
The fact that we've been able to do it here locally means we have not only saved foreign exchange for Nigeria, but we have also built capacity of our technicians who have been part of this process. These helicopters will soon be deployed. I believe we are getting 3 out of Port Harcourt, and some will go to Benue, to Makodi to deal with the problem there, while others will move to Zamfara State to deal with the issues there. The
Mi-35P gunship is designed with 2 drop tanks, 4 kilometers guided missiles, rocket pods for 20 S8 and 32 S5 rockets, and a 30mm cannon Geisha gun compartment. 6 more helicopters are expected to be reactivated in country before the end of the year 2018. In Port Harcourt, Onengiye Fine Face, NTA News.
And still staying with the Air Force, the Nigerian Air Force Officers' Wives Association has inaugurated a skills acquisition and vocational training program at 407 Air Combat Training Group, Kainji, in Niger State. NAFOA National President Hafsat Abubakar says the program is part of continued efforts towards empowering women and youths to make them self-reliant. Benny Adams reports.
Mrs. Oluwakemi Adeniyi is one out of many widows across the country who have lost their spouses in active service. And for this intervention, life is worth living after all the pain. The intervention in Kainji is the 8th edition across the country by the Nigerian Air Force Officers' Wives Association, NAFOA, aimed at adding value to the lives of not just the widows, but other women and youth in barracks and host communities nationwide.
We realized that they really need our support, and actually it was for the widows.
The NAFOA Skills Acquisition and Vocational Training Program started in May 2016 in Makodi and spans across Maiduguri, Kaduna, Lagos, Port Harcourt and Bauchi. Other benefiting states include Benin and now Kainji in Niger State, with over 1,000 beneficiaries so far. It is expected that in 10 weeks, the participants will be equipped with 10 different skills and trades that can easily be turned into cash-generating small and medium-scale enterprises in the barracks and beyond. Benny Adams, NTA News.
An explosion at a refuse dump in Mubi of Adamawa State has killed 1 teenager and 2 others sustained various degrees of injuries. The incident occurred when the 3 teenagers were scavenging from the refuse site. The State Commissioner of Information and Strategy, Ahmed Sajo, said it was not suicide, bombers or an attack by Boko Haram. He said the situation is under investigation and urged people to go about their normal activities. The bridge after Mowa Junction, 18 kilometers from Mokwa and about 1 kilometer from Tatabu Bridge that collapsed last year and repaired promptly by the federal government on Mokwa-Jeba Road has collapsed due to heavy rainfall last night. According to BC Kazim, Core Public Education Officer, FRSC, consequently, vehicular movement from both sides of the road is affected. FRSC therefore advised motorists to ply Lokoja Road as an alternative if going to Lagos and Abuja in the interim. Kasim said FRSC Court Marshal Boboye Oyeyemi has ordered immediate deployment of more personnel and logistics on the proposed alternative route to cater for the anticipated upsurge in vehicular movement along the route. Oyeyemi therefore calls for caution while the bridge is fixed promptly by the government. The Corps Marshal has also ordered strict traffic surveillance by operatives of the Corps at the bridge head to avert any mishap. And talking sports now, with less than 4 days to the kickoff of the 21st FIFA World Cup in Russia, correspondent Ayodeji Makinde takes a look at the final of each tournament since 1998's edition in France on our countdown today.